And we return with the story of Diego Ortiz. And, well, we're kicking it off with a game, the second leg in the Real Betis tie in the Europa League quarter-finals. In the last episode, you saw the scoreline of the first leg at Signal Iduna Park was 1-1. We now travel to Spain, hoping to get a goal. We need a goal, basically, to go through, because they have currently got the advantage on away goals. 60 minutes into the game, though, it looked as if they were going to score a second and kind of almost secure themselves into the next round. But 22 minutes in, the counter-attack. Lopez plays a poor ball straight into the path of Pau Lopez. Rory Lopez, or Rory or Ronnie, I can't remember. Rory or Ronnie Lopez to Pau Lopez. But his kick-out was not the best, and we do receive possession again. As Royce plays the ball to Sancho. Sancho to Ortiz. Holds off William Carvalho really nicely there. Witsel to Delaney. Delaney to Ortiz. Could have threaded one through there to Lopez. Actually going to go at himself here as he cuts back inside. Plays one through to Marco Reus. 26 minutes into the game. He could have had the easy assist for Lopez. But he decided to just show off a bit with his dribbling. And just a little cutback to Marco Reus. And it's 1-0. And we have the away goal now. Witsel plays out to Lopez. Lopez to Delaney. Delaney to Ortiz. Ortiz up to Marco Reus. Back to Lopez. And look at the space for Ortiz to run through. Brilliant ball by Witsel. And 31 minutes in, we've doubled our lead. It's now 3-1 on aggregate with 2 away goals to Dortmund. And we're just having a fiesta here in Spain. And we whip out the samba, you know. But 2 minutes before halftime, Lo Celso, probably their best player, gets dispossessed by Witsel. He plays it to Delaney. Delaney up to Ortiz. He's got Reus and Lopez making runs ahead of him. He chooses to go with Lopez out wide. The ball can be whipped back across now. He decides to go inside to... Who is that? Who's the left back? Oh, Jose Gaya. Jose Gaya then whips one across to Ortiz, who tucks it home and makes it 3-0 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. That should be us through to the semi-finals. There's really no need to panic now. Panics are over, basically. But Lopez plays the ball to Ortiz. Ortiz is a little bit dribbling. Plays it out wide to Jadon Sancho. He gets the better of Inui, the Japanese winger. Plays one across to Lopez. Gets the better of his man at the near post. 4-0 on the night. 5-1 on aggregate. And we're only 50 minutes into the game. And it was at this point Ortiz thought, yeah, that's good enough. I'll rest up for the next game, which is a very, very important game. He's already got the 2 goals and the 1 assist, an 8.6 rating. Not too bad for 60 minutes worth of work. As we progress through to the semi-finals of the Europa League, along with Spartak Moscow, Arsenal and Sporting. Out of all of those, we definitely want Spartak Moscow the most. Arsenal the least, definitely. But you can see there in the bottom corner, we did draw Arsenal. But we did simulate the Werder Bremen game. That was a 3-1 victory, putting us into the game against Bayern Munich. And if we win this game, we win the league title. Is there a more fitting game to win the league against? Munich are coming to Signal Iduna Park. They'll have to give us the guard of honour as we lift the league. We just got to win. But Ortiz plays the ball to himself there, knocks it forward to get past Kolarov. Does really nicely there. He's going to play it across. No one can quite get on the end of it, unfortunately. But Reus will take the resulting free kick as the winger was fouled. He's tripped up on the edge of the box, basically. But 18 minutes in. That chance goes over the top. 18 minutes in, though. Ortiz looks to receive the ball. Does so. Nice little piece of skill to get past Hummels. But the shot is nowhere near enough power on that one. And it goes wide of the post. 37 minutes in. Great tackle there by Sula. And Ortiz goes down. Now he's had problems with injuries. The broken toe. Could it be the return of the broken toe? Well, luckily not. He does get up and he can continue on. As in the second half, he receives the ball. Lays it off to Marco Reus. Reus to Sancho. All the way to Lopez. Brilliantly threaded ball through to Ortiz. One-on-one with Manuel Neuer. And he tucks it past one of the best keepers on the planet. And Ortiz makes it 1-0. The classic samba dance in the corner of the box. And we're only 5 minutes into the half. Ortiz receives the ball. It's a poor pass there by Muller. But then some poor passing by the 2 defenders and the ball falls to Koeman. He plays it to Lewandowski. And he's got a nice shot on him. But an even better save by Berkey keeps the score 1-0. Now a brilliant ball through to Marco Reus. He's got the better of the defence. Ortiz plays it back to him. He's got 3 men in the middle. He's going to shoot himself. This time though, Neuer does have the better of the two. And he can save it out for the corner. That's going to be whipped in by Marco Reus. Can anyone get their head on it? It's straight for Ortiz. That was going straight for Ortiz. And Akanji just runs in the way and nods it home himself. Not too bad. It's 2-0. Doubles our lead. And as it stands, we're lifting the title today. Brilliant ball through to Ortiz. Just got to get the better of Manolas. And he does so, forcing Manolas to foul him. 81 minutes in. We've got the Bayern defence on strings. And Reus is going to whip this one across. Just dinks it lightly across. And Mahoud Dahoud is there to make it 3-0 in the 82nd minute. Just pure embarrassment for Bayern Munich. They're losing 3-0 to their biggest rivals in the league. They've got to do the guard of honour as they watch us lift the league. We just mug off Kimmich there. Rory Lopez is at the back post unmarked. We whip it across and a lovely header. He learnt from his countryman Ronaldo with that header. 4-0 in the 92nd minute. And when all is said and done, we have won the league title. Our first league title. We didn't have a good season with River Plate in the last season. But we've come to Germany. We've put on one hell of a show. We have won the league title by a number of points. A huge amount of points. And just to make it even better, even more sweet, we did it by beating Bayern Munich. Now I will leave you with the title celebrations with a bit of music. And we'll be back for the player ratings. What a sight to behold. The fireworks above Signal Iduna Park. But there it is. The Bundesliga trophy. The whole team is loving it. Just chilling next to it, lying down, chilling next to it. But every single one of these players put in a huge amount of effort. And it paid off. We've won the league. 1 goal, 1 assist and a 9.3 rating in this game for Diego Ortiz. And against a team like Bayern, that is a really impressive stats as well. We had the defenders on strings, Manolas especially. And well, that is it. We've won the league title with Borussia Dortmund. Can we go on and win the Europa League? Well, we've got Arsenal standing in our way. There's no time to rest from this league victory. But we do have a little celebrational party. The whole team. The captain, Marco Reus, put on a party. You can see here he's got a security guard at the front post. Just making sure everyone's on the checklist. And I'm like, Ortiz is like, I'm the top goal scorer at the club. I'm the top goal scorer in the league. Of course I'm on the damn list. And, the security guard didn't question that. He didn't question that. He let him in. And you can see there's a couple of people here already. 2 people there in the background. We are all dressed up in the suit. It looks like it. I thought it was casual. Smart casual. But seems as if it's just casual. Not too good. But we make our way through. Trying to find everyone else. Got 2 people waiting at the front gate. They must be waiting for their friends or whatnot. But here we go. Through to the main attraction. Look at the size of this swimming pool. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But you can see there's 2 others just waiting in the background. There's no players. It's not the players. It's just some of the kit men. We've got the kit man. And we've got one of the coaches just chilling, hanging out. And we're going to work our way over. because we are good friends. Everyone worked hard to get this title, not just the players. And I think we deserve a couple beers for this one. But yeah, great celebration. We've won the title with Dortmund. Now we move on to the Europa League, making our way to Arsenal on the club's private jet. Whole squad is on this one. Not too bad, not just Ortiz, so don't panic. It's not just Ortiz on this one. He's not that rich yet. But yeah, the whole team's on the private jet, making our way to London because we have got to face Arsenal at the Emirates. Unai Emery's Arsenal at the Emirates. Seems as if they didn't qualify for the Champions League again, as they did in real life. But it is time for the Europa League semi-finals against Arsenal. But before that, we've got to try and find our way to the Arsenal Stadium. As we touch down in London, got to work our way to the underground. You can see here we've got our Borussia Dortmund official tracksuits on. You know, the yellow tracksuit, black dragon bottoms, and a nice pair of black and yellow shoes. We've got to work our way through the underground as we race through because we're running a bit late. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ortiz was running a bit late. You know, he's got the headphones on. There's another fellow player there with the yellow tracksuit on. A fan of the club, just waiting for a little snap, maybe a picture. But Ortiz is in too much of a rush. He cannot stop. As we got to get to this game, we've got to put in a performance against Arsenal. We need to get to this Europa League semi-final, and we need to put in a performance because if we can win the league and the Europa League, that's a highly successful season. And it will just give us so much confidence moving into the second season with Dortmund. And we can potentially retain the league. And maybe even go on and win the Champions League. Because that would be a brilliant achievement. To win the Champions League with Borussia Dortmund. But for right now, we're going to have to settle for just the Europa League. As we move into the semi-finals. The Emirates Stadium. A beautiful stadium. Looks as if it's full on the game. But Arsenal beat AZ Alkmaar to progress through to the semi-finals. They also had Marseille. So they've not had the toughest, but definitely not the easiest of runs. But 22 minutes into the game, Kolasinac whips one across. It's headed away nicely, only onto the edge of the box where we further clear it. But it will fall to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's joined Arsenal for some reason. Whipped across to Emerick Aubameyang. Good clearance by Akanji. Just standing there, and it's nicked off him. Good clearance there. And we head it straight back to Aubameyang, a former player. And Danilo Pereira, 25 minutes into the game, knocks it home. It is 1-0 to Arsenal. And it's just not looking good. They have got the goal. Hopefully we can get an away goal. No, we cannot. 7.3 rating, no shots. And it's just a poor performance all round by Diego Ortiz. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.